are glorious, so glorious in your ways. For you are glorious, so glorious in your ways. You are glorious, so in your ways. Father, you are glorious, you are glorious, so in your ways. Everybody lift your hands, sing Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Hello guys, welcome back once again to Center of Piano Lessons. Today we're starting our videos on parts and strings, how to play parts, whether you're doing a contemporary gospel music or you're doing any in quotes local gospel music, right? So right now we are just focusing on our worship songs. So the song that we are using today is called You Are Glorious, right? So now you are the auxiliary keyboardist, right? You have the main keyboardist doing the piano lines and everything. Now we want you to play the part, right? So in this case, we are playing part. How would you play it? Are you going to approach it the same way you play your piano? Are you going to play every chord that you would have played when you were playing the piano? These are certain things that we want to tackle in these series of videos, right? So today we are just looking at our hand movement, right? Our hand movement. How should your hand or your fingers move when you're playing the part, right? So when you're doing the piano, you know that when you're doing piano, you could do a lot of things. You can move your fingers really quickly. I mean, you can leave some spaces and then fill some spaces with skills and other stuff. But here in pad, you don't want to lose the atmosphere. We call something the atmosphere. So right now the singer started, you are glorious, so glorious. Yeah. You don't want to lose the atmosphere. What I mean is, see this. You are glorious, so you could feel that that space, right? You don't want that to happen when you're playing pad. So what we are going to learn today is, now what I used to learn how to make my fingers move in order to not to lose the atmosphere is, I'll make one of my fingers or one of my hands move before the other. So you are glorious. We are in key C sharp, right? Sorry about that. We are in C sharp. That's the key which we are in. So if we are to play the song, you are glorious, that's a 6. Then we go to the 5. These are the chords. You come back to the 6. Yahweh, Yahweh. So these are the chords that we'll be using. But now let's see something. You are glorious, so glorious in you can see that there is no break. How that is happening is, my left hand normally moves to the chord that I'll be moving to before my right hand with like some small seconds. It won't go in and keep there. So watch this. Watch how my left hand will move before my right hand. So you are glorious, so glorious. You can see that it will take the lead. Let me put it that way. So when you are learning how to make your hands move in a way which would not lose the atmosphere, that is what you try to do. That you make one of your fingers or one of your hands take the lead to the chord, your destination chord, and then this means you should know the progression of the song. So if you don't know, it means you can't take the lead. You would have to be guessing, right? So the progression here, we are moving from a 6, we go to a 5, we come back to the 6 for the you are glorious part. And when we get to Yahweh, we go to the 4, Yahweh 4 5, Yah 2, we come to the 6. That is the whole song. So let's take it again and see something. You are glorious. That is 6. So glorious. Now you see that there is no, like, the pad is still there because you want that you are glorious, so glorious in you, right? So Yahweh, you get that? So you are glorious again. So in this. So what you need to be practicing is, take your left hand first and then follow through with your right hand. Don't move all of them together. You don't want to lose the atmosphere. Whether you're using a pedal or not, you could get stuck at some point if you try moving all your hands together. There are some keyboards your pedal will not sustain the pad till. So you'd have to learn all these movements. and then this will be our first video, and then we are just touching on the hand movements. We'll be practicing. Alright, so this is where we end our first video on this series today. Shall meet in our next tutorial.